without a shadow of a doubt that you're created on purpose for a purpose. Mindset and money revolution. You have to have a mindset revolution to experience a money revolution. That's when you experience a true wealth revolution.
My name is Chad Free. Welcome to the Wealth Revolution Podcast.
Welcome back to the Wealth Revolution Podcast. My name's Chad Free, and I am a wealth strategist, but I focus on building true wealth. And a true wealth is an abundance of everything that you value. And that literally is built from the inside out and walking in abundance in who you were created to be. And so we have done 3 now parts to building wealth, right? As it pertains to money. And I promised there would be a 4th one. And this is going to be like a bonus. We're going to kind of go into a particular strategy that I feel could be beneficial to a lot of folks out there. All right. And it's going to seem very elementary, so you'll have to get past that. But if you get past that and hang on with me, I think you'll see some real value in this strategy. So I tell a lot of people, number one, when it pertains to me helping people with their planning, it's all about them. Just because they're 35 or 40 years old, I don't already have my mind made up what I want to do for them. Okay. Picture this. I've got 100 different puzzle pieces, right, in a box, and that box has no picture on it. And it's through talking with the prospect or the client or with you and learning about what you want to do, where you're trying to go, and how you want to get there and what you're doing right now. That's when that picture starts revealing itself on the box. And that tells me how I should start putting the puzzle together. It's very easy. So you're at A and you're trying to get to B. My goal is to make your B bigger than you thought, or maybe even closer than you thought. So with that being said, here's your bonus strategy. How would you like to turn your debt into wealth? We have several strategies that we can do, but I want to share one with you in particular. And this is called the mortgage-free life strategy. All right, so what if you could pay off your home in 5 to 7 years, save $100,000 in interest, and generate yourself $100,000 or more tax-free income? Is that something you'd like to see? Is that something you'd like to know more about? Well, guess what? We do that. So what we want to do is we're going to see the problem first and understand that the traditional way is not the best way. Okay. So we usually have income. Income comes into a checking account at the bank, and then you take that money from your checking account and you pay your bills, and you may have leftovers. You may not, right? But we're all taught to get a 15 to 30 year mortgage. And here's the deal. You have to understand the math to understand the problem. Okay. So APR, my definition is all potential reduced, as I mentioned in a prior video. You have a 4% APR on a $500,000 mortgage. The payment's $2,375, but the interest is $1,666. That's 70% of the payment is going out of the bottom of the bucket. And you're losing that money, the ability to compound in your favor ever again, right? So that's what really creates minimum progress of wealth building. However, there's a two-edged sword. Having equity in a home is almost worthless if it's not liquid, right? So I want you to just open your mind. You know my saying, open your mind. It's like a parachute. It works best when it's open. Understand that there could be a better way. Could be a better way. So let's look at Mr. and Miss Jones. They have a home, and it's valued at $330,000. They owe $260,000 on that mortgage. They have income at $10,000 coming in. That's net income after all bills are paid. After all deductions. That's their take-home pay, taxes, all that good stuff. They have $5,000 in expenses. Okay, so that's a very important part. They're making more than they are spending. All right, you might not make double, but you gotta be making more than you spend or this won't work. Okay, so what we do is we replace that loan with a mortgage-free loan. All right, so your income will come into that actual mortgage-free account, and what happens is it drops the balance immediately. You'll put your expenses on a credit card. So you'll put the $5,000 of expenses on a credit card. You'll utilize that grace period, and then when the payment comes due, you'll take that mortgage-free account and you'll write a check for the $5,000 to pay off the credit card. Okay? And so the loan balance will drop a lot faster. So here's what that looks like. Month one. Okay, they've got $260,000. Their $10,000 is deposited into this mortgage-free account. All right, so it drops the balance down to $250,000. You put the $5,000 on a credit card at the end of the month or whenever the due date is. You write a check out of this account. Now you're up to $255,000. Month number two, repeat. So it drops $10,000, it adds $5,000. Drops $10,000, adds $5,000. Okay? So $255 to $245, back to $250. $240, $245. Here's the deal. At the end of year one, the loan balance drops $60,000 versus a traditional mortgage, which only drops the principal by $4,000. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? That is huge. You see, if we go back and we talk about money, money is currency, right? And money moves, but the system has all of the processes, and we've been taught to make all the money move towards them, toward the financial industry, towards taxes. And it's our responsibility to wave our hand and say, hey, I want to know all my options. I want to know what else is out there for me to get better, because I promise you, everybody has a next step to become better, and even the best can become better. But you have to ask for it. Nobody's coming to save you, right? So, in that instance, we've already seen that we've not even interrupted your lifestyle. So I'm not taking the road of sell your car and ride a bicycle to work. See, we want to keep that intact. It's just a way of redirecting your money. And then what we do is we build you a special design insurance contract on top of that will remain in your, not budget, but within your lifestyle of spending, no extra money. And then once the house is paid off, now you can take those mortgage payments that you were paying toward the mortgage, and now you're paying it towards your future. And you can build your wealth dramatically in a tax-free cash account. So you have to understand that debt and taxes are two of the biggest things that are preventing people from building true wealth in a timely fashion and most efficiently. So I know that's math, but the difference is between amortization and simple interest. And it's all about learning how to use these strategies together. And that's what we do, and that's what we help you with. So we can help you turn your debt into wealth. If not the mortgage-free strategy, we have other strategies to do the same thing. But when you take action, that's when things really start taking place for you. So if you're tired of saying, hey, I make plenty of money, but I sure don't see it. It's like I've got holes in my pockets. I just can't seem to get ahead. Or maybe you're late in the game in starting to save. You need to talk to us. We need to show you how to start right where you are and literally accelerate the catch-up process to get you where you're trying to go. All right. So with that being said, that's how we can take debt and turn that into wealth, to stop paying interest and start earning interest. So I hope you enjoyed that. If that's something you want to take a look at, make sure to reach out to us, subscribe to our channel, and if you think somebody else may be interested in that, share it with them. Get it to them. It's all about education, and we're all about you. Thank you, and God bless you.